This is solid NTom.
And this is... I'm not doing a fucking accent. This is THD, sorry.
Oh, you ruined all my Christmas festivities and fun. Anyway, hey guys, welcome to our long play of Metal Gear Solid Secret Santa.
Are you gonna talk like that throughout the entire thing? Because I'm not gonna be Raiden, fuck you. Unless, of course, it's Metal Gear Rising Raiden, in which case I'm okay with that.
It looks like it's time for Santa to let it rip.
But yeah, this is a long play, quote-unquote, 22 minutes, yeah, like the longest thing ever. You know, it's just a little kind of short little flash game, taking the huge piss out of Metal Gear Solid, Christmas, things like that. All of the tropes are here. It's an affectionate parody,
Yeah,
if you will. So it's good for a little romp, and I can see why you wanted to play it for the channel. Also because Deceased Crab did it.
You've stumbled upon my master plan, my ruse, if you will. Another Metal Gear kind of tradition. But yeah, Deceased Crab covered this years ago, and much like with 5 Days a Stranger, FDAS, if you will, I just wanted to give it a HFC coat of paint, and, well, I just like crubbing off better Let's Players, I guess. But basically the plot of Metal Gear Solid Santa, or Secret Santa, one of the two, I guess, is this takes place after 9/11, obviously. It couldn't take place at any other period in history, I guess. And Santa is no longer allowed to fly in the skies with his reindeer. He would get shot down, much like Jack Skellington in The Nightmare Before Christmas. And as such, we have to infiltrate houses on foot, which I guess means Santa is like the Flash? Because if he ain't moving at those kind of speeds, no way is he visiting every house in a single night.
Well, Santa has had a vast array of magical powers over the years between various retcons of his origin story. I'm sure superhuman speed is one of them that allows him to deliver presents all in one night.
Oh, I don't know why you describing Santa like a comic book character. It just makes me giggle, but it does.
Well, I mean, stories have been like that throughout the years. You know, they've been revised, they've been changed to better fit things. The New Testament was basically the first retcon ever, so...
Oh, I love the Ricky Gervais comparison of Old Testament God versus New Testament God.
I'll have to watch that.
But I digress. We're going to be doing the whole shebang. We're going to have the codec calls. Feel free to note Major Tim's one, by the way. Very subtle Christmas reference. And we're also going to go through the whole Metal Gear Solid kind of gameplay. You know, sneaking past people, utilising gadgets to reach our destination. The goal here is to reach the top floor and place all the presents underneath the Christmas tree. Which is kind of odd, because as we go through each floor, you'll start to see more and more Christmas trees. And I think Helldragon, you pointed this out to me offline. Why couldn't we just drop the fuckers there? It'd be a lot less hassle.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, it's really kind of going through all these elaborate measures for nothing. And especially with, like, a short game like this, they'll give you, like, a ton of tutorial talk for something that doesn't really have a lot of content. And then again, you know, you can't really have a Metal Gear Solid parody without a lot of fucking talking over codecs.
Also, there is like a sequel, I believe, so I think they start to flesh out things a bit more there. We won't be doing Metal Gear Solid 2. I have not as much experience with that one as I do here, but we're going into another codec call, so let's sit back and make a meal, I guess.
Solid Santa is such a whiny bitch in this game. Like, he just complains about everything that comes up until Tim's like, here's how to do it, idiot.
Seriously, it's a fun fact, actually, that Tim gets more and more pissed off at Santa as the game goes on. It's like you and me back in the days of retakes. It's like, Tom, do we really need to do this again? Yes! It did not have enough flair!
That's true, and which is especially odd because I'm the most flirringest guy of the group. Wow, that is the weirdest word I've ever said.
Oh, I think you can call it with Stranger, my friend. You've not yet reached your peak potential of flubbing lines.
So yeah, basically knocking on the wall will work because these kids are 5-year-olds. By the way, there are like 5,000 5-year-olds in this single house.
Yeah, they all look the same, so this is either a cloning facility or a foster home for clones.
Or, you know, one of those TLC reality shows, like Kate plus 8 or something like that. So it's Kate plus 8,000 in this scenario.
Did you already forget about your Christmas spirit?
Also, Santa has really stupid powers in this game.
It's fucking Christmas spirit.
Limited to turning on televisions.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to utilise televisions to sneak past children who otherwise cannot be distracted, and will just basically catch you if you try and walk past them.
You can turn it on by clicking on it.
He can only turn on televisions. He can't change the channel or anything like that. It's got a limited range. But if they were all tuned to Cartoon Network, I guess that would work out. Although this is after 9/11, so it's 2000s era Cartoon Network, which may or may not be the best idea.
I don't know, Samurai Jack would be on, and that's pretty legit.
That's true. Although it's late at night, so don't you think Adult Swim would be playing? You know, maybe like Outlaw Star, things like that.
Ooh, yes. We watched Outlaw Star as Limey types when they changed to the Toonami block in the evenings, and I was there every day to catch that sick intro. It really wasn't an Outlaw Star episode without that intro.
Toonami really made things like an event, as opposed to just watching shit on TV. I never had it, unfortunately, when I was growing up, so I was unable to get most of the hype.
Wow, look at them practicing their line dancing skills.
Just... Well, they probably couldn't afford beds because of how crazy the fucking layout of this place is. This is the most elaborate, poorly designed house ever. I think it was designed by that serial murderer in real life who made that actual mansion that was so confusing, so he could get his victims confused and locked up in there so he could kill them. This is a real person. I don't know his name, but it's real.
Are you talking about the Hotel Cabal or something like that?
I think that's what it's called, I don't know. I know the Resident Evil mansion took a lot of cues from it.
Well, the Hotel Cabal was the Gargoyles variant, so...
Oh, no, I'm talking about a real thing.
Okay.
Not the Disney Light version, although Gargoyles was pretty intense for Disney.
Well, that particular gift box is full of bombs.
What the fuck?
If you believed it is, would you approach it?
He's got a point. You know, after I get over the shock of the box potentially being full of bombs and a house full of kids, he's got a point.
They're 5-year-olds. They'll believe anything.
Moral of the story, kids are dumb.
Yeah, that's pretty true in real life. You don't need to prove that moral, because I've seen it happen.
It wouldn't be a Metal Gear Solid parody without some box action, so I'm glad the present box is here.
It's a good thing it's already cold outside, so we don't need anything related to a coolant. You're just gonna walk around in this box for the rest of the game, aren't you?
Why not? I've always wanted to feel special, and nothing is more special than a gift wrap present.
I could go somewhere really dirty with that, but I've decided not to.
This is a very odd-looking room, just gonna bypass it for now.
This definitely won't be important.
Huh, what an odd patch of ground.
Oh, it was hiding a codec call this entire time.
Wait, don't take another step.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That's a very familiar voice and a very familiar codec frequency. I should mention there are tons of like offhand references to Metal Gear stuff in this. Me having never really played the Metal Gear Solid franchise, I probably won't be able to explain each of them as they come up, but really it's more fun if you just play it for yourself. Kind of counterintuitive to ask you to watch a playthrough of it, but there you go.
I would have a feeling it's pretty easy to guess who Santa's little helper is. Obviously the dog from The Simpsons.
What do you mean?
It's like dueling accents, it's terrible.
If you can't see gravity, you wouldn't believe in it.
Oh, he's using insane troll logic.
You'd be floating around, but you're not.
We need to get like a skeptic to do YouTube videos to make fun of this guy.
Hypocrite. Nobody likes hypocrites.
Alright, now you're just taking the piss here.
The whole game is a piss take, mate, but in a good way.
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess you're right. Okay, I believe you.
Santa, holly, jolly, very easily persuaded.
Yeah, I believe it.
The beam is invisible to the human eye.
Human eye.
Supposed to get
He's probably a mall Santa who was deluded into thinking he was an actual Santa.
Oh, I can't not think of the Boondocks episode, you know, the Christmas one.
I don't recall that one very much.
I'm coming for that ass, Santa, and you'll pay me what you owe me.
Oh yeah, now I recall that episode.
That Christmas play went way over budget. Now, I believe, I'm just going by, like, vague recollections here, that in the Metal Gear Solid franchise, there was a way to kind of detect, you know, infrared beams, and that was via cigarettes, but here, we're going to be using a candy cane.
It's practically the same after all.
It looks like you found a candy cane. Yeah. But what's so special about a cane?
Where is his portrait? Okay, there's his portrait. I was wondering about that for a moment.
Yeah, it's not the most perfectly programmed game. Like, you'll notice that some of the text is off-screen at times. That's not me cropping it. That's just how the game is.
Someone warn you of a
Well, I mean, it's a free little kind of flash game. I'm not expecting much, to be honest.
It's charming, and that kind of makes me overlook any flaws, you know?
Yeah, it's fine.
Only about believing. What if I don't believe?
Maybe I'll just pass out and disappear.
Will have been for nothing. What?
Yeah, is he powered by belief? I suppose. Is that like God too?
It's like Tinkerbell.
Time for this.
Wow, what an asshole, Santa.
God, man, where's your Christmas spirit? Not related to television.
I think my favourite asshole Santa is the one from that Father Christmas cartoon we watched a few years ago.
I'm trying to recall that.
The one where he goes on holiday.
I think, like I said, it's been a long time since we watched that, so I'm trying to remember. The only one I obviously remember off the top of my head is the Santa from fucking Christmas Story, who just, pushes Ralphie down the slide with his foot.
I don't think I've ever watched A Christmas Story, to be honest.
Well, I always tend to watch Christmas Story in chunks. Like, I'll catch the end of it during the marathon, and then I'll catch some of the beginning, and then later on I'll get the middle, and that's basically my movie experience.
What's your movie, like, watching of choice at Christmas? Really mangled that, but hopefully you got the gist.
I admit I don't really watch a lot of Christmas movies. I know every year when I get together with my family, what we tend to do is we watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I have made reference to a few times. I like the jokes in that, and it's a really funny movie still. But I hate being all dragged in there to begin with, just to sit down and watch it with everyone. I admit.
Oh wow, you really are an introvert. It's crazy.
Yeah. Not that I hate hanging around people, I just kind of like to do it at my own thing.
He doesn't count me as a person, I should say.
You're just a LP recording android for my amusement.
Ad revenue enabler, you piece of shit. Anyway, since we stepped in coals, we're going to be leaving footprints everywhere. We've got to get well ahead of this kid before he reaches, like, this straight bit of the corridor here. And be warned, unlike the guards in Metal Gear Solid, he can see all the way down. So, take your time, pace yourself, don't rush too far ahead, because you will get caught.
That doesn't even make any sense, but I suppose that's the par for the course here.
I suppose, could have left that television alone, because he was turning at such a speed that I could have easily just walked past.
I suppose it's an extra little way to help you out.
Stealth mission. Well, you can use the flash as a distraction.
Of course!
How do you come up with this stuff?
You're just being sarcastic now.
To annoy children. Really? No.
I do like the humour in this game, I gotta say. Once you look past the paper-thin veneer of, oh, this is an affectionate parody of Metal Gear Solid, there are some nice, witty jokes in there.
Once it's set, press the control key again to set off the flash.
Catarl.
Anyone within sight of the flash. However, you can only use the camera 6 times in one area.
Why? Because we programmed it that way.
Oh, gotcha. Keep in mind.
Also, why does a digital camera need film?
If a guard happens to
Yeah,
flash digital
I
camera,
never thought about that before.
we go off. What do we
I've
do?
been messing with digital cameras a lot lately at my work, and let me tell you, you don't need film, you just need the batteries. I kind of wish the volume indicator in the codec was kind of shaped like a Christmas tree when it goes up and down.
Yeah, with like a different bauble flashing for each person that calls you.
Yeah, but what good is a Nerf gun on a stealth mission?
Well, Santa, you can have a bit of fun. You remember that, when you used to have fun delivering presents?
Nerf will leave nothing alive!
You can change your direction while aiming, and you can see a little further up ahead as well.
Yeah, this is as far as they go with, like, ballistics in Metal Gear Solid.
A limited quantity of darts.
It really depends on what kind of Nerf gun it is, though. I know they just kind of give him the pistol, but I kind of wish it was that one gun where you pump it in. It's like a chain gun that shoots, like, big balls out. Like, that was always kind of fun to see.
Man, America's fascination with guns extends even to the Nerf franchise.
We love toy guns. We love toy guns since the fucking 80s, man.
Yeah.
Megatron was a fucking gun.
That's how much we loved guns.
Although, to be fair, again, Megatron, that original mold, was based on a Japanese toy, so...
Fair enough.
I mean, we can't sell him that way anymore in America now without an orange tip and, like, he's colored purple and
Thank
green.
you,
Oh, there
Aldrich.
go.
You don't need to give us the whole history of Megatron, mate. There's beams to avoid and children to flashbang.
Well, it's no grenade, but it'll do.
I haven't really mentioned this so far, but I just love the fact that basically the only music that plays is a version of Sleigh Ride that's remixed to include the Metal Gear Solid theme. Once again, mind your surroundings.
Clever girl?
I think they're all boys, honestly.
Well, I suppose. I don't know, maybe they're girls with short cropped hair.
They're all copies of me. They're that nasally. Now, this is the final room. You can do this one of two ways. I believe Deceased Crab, he's staying near the entrance to the room, and got to the exit that way. We're going to go the long way around, which involves a little bit more setup, but I feel is a bit more safer in the long run.
See, this has longevity in your short, long play Flash game.
Yeah.
Is he looking at pictures of just, like, what are those, like, Windows 95 backgrounds or something?
No, I think they're just windows. He's looking for Santa. That's the story, Helldragon.
Wouldn't it be dark outside, though?
You have no Christmas whimsy whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that all got burned out after the shit I've had to put up with.
Been there, my friend, been there.
No, I see a giant red fuzzy thing, but I'm sure it's nothing. Man, you've been knocking out that kid, like, multiple times now. You're just doing it for fun.
What was that nerf?
What do you think the Chinese knockoff version of Nerf is called? Like, Norf or something?
Knife.
Knife. It sounds like something Pinky would say.
Alright, let's use the camera, but first we gotta bring this kid over.
Who was that?
Wait for it. There we go.
I love making children cry.
Turn on the TV, and we're away. And that is Metal Gear Solid. Thanks for watching.
Awesome, excellent. The separate Christmas tree room.
Gotta make sure the tree isn't filled with bombs. Give it a quick knock.
Can you, like, fuck this up and there really is bombs in there?
Yeah, the alternate ending. Although that would probably be like a Kickstarter tier.
Now get out of there. Are you kidding me? Now I have to do it backwards.
Artificial game lengthening.
Somehow. What? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Excuse me.
sorry, Santa. Didn't mean to break the fourth wall there. Bye.
Good luck. Bye.
Well, have fun, asshole.
Well, we're not done with Metal Gear Solid just yet. Wait for it. A twist is coming. OMG, we are a present.
Finally, they have become self-aware and decide to throw off their Christmas shackles.
A pistol? A solid snake?
Fucking snakes in my fucking Christmas game.
What other game can you say that has Solid Snake holding up Santa?
Something on Steam Early Access?
Probably.
But you probably know me better as Santa's little helper. What are you doing?
See, it's just two terrible snake accents now bouncing off of each other. It's great.
I'm not even sure if it's the same guy. Well, pay attention to the credits and let us know then, I guess.
You.
Me? Oh, no, we're still repeating? Yes, we're going to make the most perfect bigot ever. Wait, no, that would be the Iron Sheik, now that I think about it.
Fucking jabronas. Oh, this is so much Metal Gear twaddle, I don't even want to talk over it.
Especially after the abundant beard of his predecessor.
They actually came up with a backstory for Santa delivering presents in a covert kind of way.
It is definitely kind of inventive when you think about it.
Los bigotes perfectos.
Los bigotes perfectos.
Wait, if this was an American project, why is the codename in Spanish?
Because it's a Metal Gear trope?
Fair enough.
Fucking Big Beard. Honestly. You know, doing this so soon after watching Johnny's review of, like, the first two games, it really kind of stands out how goofy the Metal Gear Solid franchise is.
Metal Gear Solid is definitely one wacky fucking series, but that's, you know, why it's so charming, although the recent one, I don't know.
And, you know, Hideo Kojima's not there anymore.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna drain the life out of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Looking forward to that.
This is directly taken from the first Metal Gear game, I believe.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Festive cheer. Mulled beer.
Do you need to be by yourself? Because I can just, like, excuse myself.
Multiple reindeer.
Threatening the world with a nuke. That's why I was sent on a mission to find and eliminate you.
Oh, jeez. What other game could you say that has Santa being ganked?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of Kill Santa games out there.
How the Grinch saved Christmas.
That's true, the Grinch could theoretically be the hero here.
I must eliminate you. I understand.
I don't like it, but I understand.
Words.
Fuck.
Happy Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.
And scene.
Rosebud.
Wow. Santa's dead. Snake just killed Secret Solid fucking Santa.
And I love how the credits music is this elaborate, crazy Metal Gear Solid-esque theme. It's great.
Oh, well, that was Metal Gear Solid Secret Santa, guys. Oh my god, Solid Santa and Snake were played by the same guy, that's amazing.
I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you.
We hope you enjoyed this little dick around fest. Not much else to say, give it a try out the sequel, or just go watch Deceased Crab play it, I guess. See you next time for another HellfireComms playthrough. Bye-bye.
See you then.
Your stockings are hanging while you're stalking through the night. Don't you know that I've been good and I believe you like I should? So give me a sign that I'm right. Your presence is all that I long for in my dreams. And when the moonlight fills the sky and chestnuts roast on open fire, you hear my voice as I scream.
Yeah. Yes. I defeated Big Beard and accomplished my mission. No, he wasn't aware that he was the twin brother of the legendary Big Boss. Yes, I must say his beard was quite stunning. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. Should he have? No, I don't seem to recall him having an eye patch. No bandana either. You mean to tell me... Impossible. He said his name was Saint Nick. Lennon? I've made a grave mistake.